Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me for this prayerful pause with the pastor. Every day this week we've been doing something else kind of about our own self-development. I realized I don't plan this usually in advance. It just sort of evolves. And we've kind of gone from focusing on things to looking at the many facets of us, and then to being post-ambition. And today I want to talk about ego. Because ego strength is really important when we're engaging with others, but it has to be kind of a healthy ego strength, not something that's overwhelming to others, where we overcompensate for something missing behind it, so we push against that even harder. And I heard once, and I've even preached about the fact that for me, EGO reminds me that it's really an acronym. It stands for easing God out. When I'm filled with my ego, it's all about me, and I'm easing God out. I don't stay focused on the divine part of whatever I'm doing, or the divine inspiration, or the flow of the divine. I stay focused on how does it make me feel, how good does it make me look. Am I able to get one up on somebody else? And maybe it's because yesterday we were talking about being, post-ambitious, having a post-ambitious life. Well, I don't need to be ambitious in the way that I did. You can go back and listen to yesterday's talk about that. But I think when we are very ambitious, we can be, not always, we can be ego-driven, which is how do I make myself look good? How do I advance myself in my career? How do I make sure that people notice me? And when we do that, we're easing God out, because we are here to be instruments and channels for the living God. I'm not here to be a channel for Deb Swift. I mean, who is Deb Swift, really? Except a child of God. Everything else can get stripped away. But that's the one thing that never leaves, that is there at the core of my being, and was there at the moment of creation for me, and recognition for me, and will be there at the end for me, that I'm a child of the living God. So if I'm putting me in front of that, then I'm easing God out, and the ego is in the way. If I can stay focused on the fact that I am the child of the living God, and I'm channeling that I'm staying focused, as Jesus said, on the KOG. I think that's what he was talking about. Not being focused on self, not being focused on power or on riches, but just on serving the living God, whatever that looks like. I don't think you can do that and have a lot of ego and be ego-driven about anything, So I invite you today to be wrestling with that a little. I hope it's wrestling. I hope there's some thought there, and there are moments when you can say, yeah, really, is this me or is this God? Do I need to do this for me or for God? Why am I doing this? Why am I saying this? Why am I taking this stance? Where's God in all of this? Because I think as soon as we stop easing God out, then we embrace the KOG. It's like those two words, or the two abbreviations, EGO and KOG, they kind of go together. If you're in the KOG, there's very little EGO. If you're very big in the EGO, there can't be room for the KOG. So, something to think about for today. Thanks for joining me for this moment, this little prayerful pause with the pastor. I'm Pastor Deb Swift of South and Irondequoit Presbyterian Churches in Rochester, New York. And until next time, God bless. Take care. No easing God out. Embrace the KOG. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.